Hey, I'm TJ Schwanke, and welcome to Outdoor Quest TV.
And I'm Vanessa Harrop, and you've caught us on a date night during COVID.
Is this going to be X-rated?
No. And what we're doing is we're reloading for the Finlight 2 tonight.
Oh, we are. You know, and sometimes people get really hung up on bullet selection. And the best advice I can offer anybody is to select a bullet style that's best suited to the average ranges and size of game you're going to be hunting. You know, let's take this Hornady GMX, for example, here. It's a monometal. So it's noted for that deep penetration, high weight retention. You know, it's designed for large, heavy bone game. But that doesn't mean it won't kill a deer. You know, you have people talking about they shoot an animal with a cup and core and it just drops dead on the spot. The same shot with a monometal, that animal runs off. Well, cup and cores by design fragment a lot. So they do make a bigger wound channel. So with a bullet like a monometal that doesn't fragment, that wound channel is going to be a little bit slower and that animal may bleed out a bit slower. We're only talking a second or two here. It's not any less lethal. The other thing you'll hear about the monometals, you know, is that they're so tough that with close shots, they just pencil through without ever expanding. That's ridiculous. Physics tells us that velocity is a friend of the monometals. And the higher that impact velocity, the more rapid and violent the expansion is. The only time we're ever going to run into expansion problems with a monometal is if we let that impact velocity drop down at longer ranges below about 2,000 feet per second.
That's why when we're hunting deer and elk close to home, we prefer using a cup and core, just like this Hornady ELDX. It's designed to expand well at those lower impact velocities associated with long range shooting. And we do a lot of hunting in a very open area where long-range shots are a real possibility.
Yeah, and we don't set out to take them, but like you say, they are a real possibility. And that's the great thing about the cup and cores. They're inherently more accurate than the monometals are, and they reliably expand at much lower impact velocity. So a bullet like this ELDX, we can take it all the way down to about 1,600 feet per second. Now, with close range, high impact hits, sometimes they can get a little bit explosive and they can do a lot of meat damage, but again, no less deadly.
Yeah, and it all comes down to picking the right bullet for the conditions that you're most likely to encounter. And of course, the bullet that shoots well with your rifle.
Accuracy, accuracy, accuracy.
Correct.